What's up, guys? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be doing Gogeta Super Saiyan. So it's portrait close-up, kind of on his head. His head's a little bit lower down just to fit in all of his hair. Kind of a simpler one of Gogeta. I did one ages ago, but of just his head and shoulders. But this one's a little bit easier, I think. Well, maybe. Hopefully. Let's go. Pencil, eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Right, so center point of my page about here, move down a little bit, and we're going to start with that W shape that's in the middle of Dragon Ball characters' faces. So we just go right here. Go across, up, down, up. Right, so this kind of W. Best way to describe it, I think. So his head may be like a little bit tilted that way, for sure. You know, you could straighten it up if you wanted, but I'm just going to copy the picture as best I can. So we go, his eyebrow then comes out from that, so we go up and kind of carve it down the back, just there like that. And then thick end comes up there, and then we go up this way as well. Some of this goes underneath his hair, right? So don't worry too much if you can't see it all. And you might have like a line or two on the end, just there, right? We go over and do the same thing on this side. So starting here. Curves around. Up to there, the thick end. And then we will go right, like so. So maybe a little bit of a head tilt, but you don't. The head tilt is optional. Right, I'm just gonna, because I like the pose that he's in the picture. All right, like so. So then the eyes, right? So Dragon Ball eyes, square sort of things. And you go diagonal, long line here. And then a short line there. And then we just sort of curve them together. Like so. We do the same thing on the other side. Diagonal there. Diagonal there. And then we go across. And this part of his eye on this side is underneath hair. In general, that's how you do a Dragon Ball character's eyes. So, very slender eyes in this one though. Half circle. Barely you can see any of it really. Like a semicircle. Like so. Right, two eyes like that, and then his nose. So coming down from this on the slightly over to the left hand side, we go down, across, back up like that. This kind of like hook shape, and because it's Dragon Ball, we add the shadow on the side. So we go out and up to there. Mouth, unimpressed sort of mouth, flat kind of this way at first, and then it goes down there and down that side. So then his chin, shadows underneath his chin, just there. And then cheek marks, can't forget them. And some frown lines kind of on top of his forehead, just up here. Right, so his chin, pretty square chin, comes across up to there. And then his jaw curves out that way. Curves out like so. Try and even them up. And then, so here, just underneath the edge of his eye, and kind of across from his mouth, just here, this level, right? That's where you change direction and go up for the side of his face. You go up. Like so, and then like so. Like that. Just going to tidy up that line a little bit. Okay, a little bit better. Right, so then here we have his sideburns, just coming in on his head here, beside the eyebrows. And there can be extra sort of hairlines just here. Like that. Then his ear comes out from the sideburn, the bottom of them, curves around. Dragon Ball characters usually have bigger ears than you'd expect. So it just curves around like so. Like that. Same on the other side. Around to there. And then inside we have like cartilage lines. Letter J is always a good way to start it. That sort of shape curves around this way. And then some extras inside if you want to do the extra lines, of course. Boop. And another one here, there. Okay, so hair. So his hairline, I guess, because it's kind of like a Vegeta's hairline. So we got this V starting there, right? And then he's a piece of fringe that sticks out, just one, right? It goes up, kind of bumps in here, up again, and around. Now this could be really round, or you can use angles. It's different in a lot of Dragon Ball animes, so don't worry if you like to do it more roundy or more angled. It's fine. It'll still look good. And of course you can raise any lines you don't want to see inside here. And with that you can add like an extra texture line or two coming down. Like that. And you can raise that or cut her over. So then hairline comes up, change direction, go this way, and then comes down to here, back to his hairline. Is that the right sort of shape? Yeah, I think so. Right, so, and we can see a little bit of this over here. So go up, down, around to there, and then join the hairline with a spike, sort of like that. So then the rest of his hair. So we start with these small spikes just on the side of his head. Comes out here. That, like another little one coming out here. And we gradually get bigger now. So you're thinking the sort of shape of his head is kind of like a candle flame, okay? So it goes gradually into a point here, right? So, and there's like a couple of lines of hair across here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go across, and then we'll do the rest. So we go up. So to there. Up. That. To there, right? So 1, 2, 3, and then we do the same over here. Up, 1. Where's that one gone? Oh yeah, that way. Right, and then there's 2 across the middle. So we go. And these are pretty big now. One there. And then this one goes up, down, to there. And then real big one then in the middle. I might be able to fit the full spike in, but if you have more room, just draw in the extra spike. So this goes up and it'll go off my page just up here. Right, but then it'll kind of come down in the other side. Go down around here. So that just goes to a point up top, and then there's like a couple of extra ones in behind. So there. Like that, right? And then we got like texture lines all over. So basically you just kind of follow your shape for each hair spike like this, right? You just add a few lines on each one. Right, but I think that's enough. Right, so then we'll do his neck. So his shoulders are kind of, his neck and shoulders are kind of turned away from us a little bit, right? So the center line for his chest is like here. Bumps down twice, right? So we're coming down from his chin. It's good to get the center line in first so you know what you're dealing with, right? So that's your curve line for his body. Okay, and then chest will come across the top here. Right. So right underneath his chin is his right pec muscle, okay? Because his body's in 3/4. So what that means is like this side of his body is turned away from us, so it'll appear smaller than this side. Like this side's really big. It goes like out to here, and this side goes out, say maybe to just here somewhere. So twice the size. 1, 2, 3/4. You can only see 3/4 of his full proportion, right? So 1/4 here, 2 1/3, 3/4, right? That's what that pose means. So what we can see of his neck then just comes down from his ear here, joins sort of the pec this way, and then the neck muscle on the other side goes down there, and this will join his other chest muscle line, right? So it'll go out here. So see, now this is the full length of that chest muscle line, real small, okay? And then we have another neck muscle coming down from his jaw, just there. Another one here, maybe another one there, like another one going up that way, and maybe like Adam's apple sort of line. It's a shadow really, but we'll just add sort of Adam's apple area there, like so. Okay, so then we have, Gogeta has those orange things on his neck, those pads, right? So this is a pad really joining his neck here. This spikes down around like that, okay, and then his vest comes down that way. And on this side, another one. So we'll go down to like there, spike around, kind of bumping a little bit, going around his ear, right? This other one comes out from behind his ear as well. This one stops about here because we meet the big one on his shoulder on this side. But we'll finish his chest first. So his vest goes down that way. Center line for his chest, and then the chest comes around underneath. Go like down that way, sort of. And then the other chest muscle goes down that way. And then you could have like some chest muscle fiber lines. Like so. Just there. So the big shoulder over this side, right? So big shoulder pad. Curves around. Right, real big. And then comes around his shoulder here. Like so. These have all curve lines on them, but we'll just get the major anatomy in. So like if you're wondering how far out you want to bring that shoulder, the width of his face, right, here to here, brings you out to the edge of his shoulder on this side. So like here, that's where his shoulder will be. His shoulder muscle, right? This pad comes out on top of that then. So width of the face, there, right? And then you can add kind of some extra shoulder muscle lines. They're deltoid muscles. So you have 3 of them. So 1, 2, and like a third, say coming up in here somewhere. And then on these pads, you can add like some lines like so. Like that, and then on this one as well. All right, roughly like that. Right, so then this other pec is really small, right? So it's half the size of this one, because we're in 3/4. So then what we can see of the rest, so we go out this way, down into there. So that's like this shoulder pad on this side, right? You're not out as far at all. And then his shoulder just here, what we can see of it. Maybe another shoulder line just going that way for his deltoid muscle. And some more lines on top. Like that. Right, but that's everything. That's how to draw Gogeta Super Saiyan. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.